4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
You know, I think the best way to look at this...
Are you like recording this?
Yeah, I'm recording this now. It's part of the
Okay.
commentary.
Okay.
I'm just gonna imagine this as like somebody else doing this.
TV Y7.
And
Okay.
I misspelled mobile too. How about that?
Funny violence.
TVY7 sci-fi violence.
Sci-fi. I think it was sci-fi funny violence or funny sci-fi violence.
No, I
I
said it
made
was SFB, so it was a little different.
UC 007.
Like on the RoboCop we watched it, and it said TVY7, and next to it said TVY7 FB.
I stay
There's no
consistent on
on
these
the
rating
EFSF.
systems for these movies.
Now, since the Earth has
You just brought it up again on
North America,
I tend to repeat
and
myself
their
because, you know, this
attempts for
didn't have
railroad
a
supplies
script
the
at all
town
when
of
I
Apex,
made it.
North Carolina, and the Zeon's only chance for loss. And this is inside the base. As we take you
This is some good whiskey.
to this
I'm
base.
drinking Bird Dog,
So,
strawberry
the
flavored
movie will
whiskey.
begin.
Is there video in this, or it's just black? Okay,
It's
here
black
we go.
because my hand was over it.
Okay.
Work on that. Work on those
So,
machines.
This is a Zaku FC, like one of the first
Okay.
early
Work on
ones
those
released, like one of these older
machines, Sergeant.
kits that they put out, like in the high grade.
Sure, as
Most of these-
You're the top 8
Um,
of the Xeon.
God, like it's hard for me to
forces.
talk and like listen to it at the same
Now,
time.
Since his mobile
But I got
Right.
most of these
junk
kits
right
from a
now
friend
at
of mine in
this
high
point in
school.
He's borrowing a
Like I only bought one from
from
Toys R Us, and that's the Gundam Easy 8
a
that's coming up.
Zaku FC MS
So then,
06F.
this one is one that I bought from my friend in high school that, that was overpaid
overpaid
for because I guess we thought like high grade kits were, you know, cost a bunch, especially
Uh-huh.
used. Because I think I got this for like 15, 20 bucks, even though he built it and put it together. Whereas like you can buy a brand new kit for like that same price. But I didn't know better at 15 or 16 when I bought these things from him. I didn't care. I just wanted gunplay. I get so detailed into this because I'm just reciting information of what I knew of Gundam at the time.
Ah, shoot. Yes. The zombie.
It's like just roll with it, you know, because again there is no script written on paper. It's all off the top of my head.
So you were thinking that these Zeon guys are gonna attack your hometown or something, and that's what the film's about?
Well, I think if I remember this correctly, is that first of all, this is totally not taken out of, this is totally like out of context because Char was in space. If I'm putting this like the end of 0079, he wasn't in freaking Apex, North Carolina, where I live. So
You must not have known about what he does next in
no, I don't think
Gundam.
I didn't get to that point when I was getting into Gundam. Like I just like read things online and I added a 6 Zeon there. I just kind of read whatever online, and I was like, oh, well, Char can travel through space in like 24 hours to fight one meaningless battle and head back up there before or after a Bow Wow coup. I don't know how this works. And then fade to black as there's narrative going on. I don't know why I thought a Green Rangers was a great name for a unit. I was just... I guess, like, I was watching...
Sounds like a Power Ranger.
I was watching 8th MS Team, like, that September, since this is in 2001. And, gosh, like, I think I was like, oh, green is, like, you know, the color of the trees, so, like, that's, like, camouflage and stuff. And, you know, I was thinking, like, the Ranger unit of the Army, so I was, like, thinking, like, oh, yeah, this all goes together.
It just like ended.
Because I hit stop.
What? There was like some random, like,
okay, so
some
let me
5 seconds of something else.
Okay, let me explain what you just saw. So,
I saw the Lord in the subtitles.
Okay, Turner Classic Movies. Okay, that's the Easy 8 that I bought from Toys R Us. That's really technically like my first gunplay kit. So the clip that you saw briefly was
What is going on in this film?
I don't know. I didn't make it.
Is there a reason why there's a keyboard behind it?
Man, this thing shot up.
One question at a time. I know it's overwhelming. Okay, so the subtitles that you saw came from a French documentary, I think, about the German occupation in World War II that aired on TCM that I remember staying up like 4 hours on. And I think those check marks are, like, I had, like, because I would go in my room and play with these things. Yeah, Shiro Mata is in this somehow.
Yeah. Before the ring.
This is basically like a video fan fiction happening. It's like Star Wars Rogue One and just lesser quality. It's a fan, like I said, it's a fan film. But no, like I taped like a documentary off TCM of like the French, like the German occupation during World War II. And then I just like, I stayed up 4 hours to watch that stupid thing. And
that's what that clip was from.
I don't even know what I'm not even paying freaking attention to anything in here. I gotta be honest, like this is kind of.
What is this, like a bunch of matches on the ground or something? Like what are these white things that you made it with?
Okay, apparently there's a kill list of like I would battle mobile suits in my room, and so like one would get this many kills, and it was all off my imagination.
Is it just little pieces of paper that you rolled up?
That and using whiteout marker on that crappy TV tray that we had since I was like a kid, and I used that to put that Apple keyboard. Now let me explain that you're about to see an Apple computer coming up that I took from the high school I went to at the time, because they were throwing out these old Apple computers.
You got it in the dumpster?
It was going to head to the dumpster, and I wound up just putting it on the back of my mom's SUV. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna.
Did they know you were doing this?
Probably, but they didn't really care.
Oh.
But they were throwing them out.
Because
so
usually
like,
the school would be looking for like an excuse to screw you.
Well,
if you took something
I went
there,
I went to like a charter school, and I guess they just didn't care at the time.
Right.
So this is like my old bedroom, and that's my old cabinet there.
How old is the computer? Is it like an 80s Apple computer?
I think it's an early 90s Apple computer. You'll see the monitor here in a second, but it's funny because that Apple... Yeah, there it is.
You still have it?
No, I trashed that sucker when I moved out of this house. Yeah, see, there's the... Yeah, there's the Apple computer at the bottom right. So you should put the monitor on the top of it. The thing is, I think it had a booting issue, and then when I moved out of this house, I just wound up like breaking the heck out of the thing because I never bothered to like repair it or look into it.
Oh.
And then I had bunk beds.
Those sound effects.
Now, let me ask you
Laser
this, John.
sounds.
Let me ask you this. In terms of quality. In terms of quality, as you can see, is this a step above Gato-Mat's videos?
Like the Griffin Rangers? Yeah, that's better than that.
Okay. And granted, this is coming from 15-year-old me who made this compared to like 25-year-old Gato-Mat. Gee, I wonder who that guy is, flying the Gundam into the camera in the battle.
This is something. What is this, like a map of your town?
Yes, pre-2001 Apex, North Carolina. And then I'm explaining battle tactics the best I can. I don't even know what the heck I'm talking about.
You're just saying like somebody's here and somebody's here.
Yeah, there's an airdrop coming, there's a supply line, and then whatever else. This is really, like, when I watch this is a really nice time capsule to, like, you know, like, where I lived at the time, and then, like, what's there now whenever I check it out.
There's, like, a humming sound that is going non-stop during the video.
Oh, is that buzzing sound?
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say, like, I thought you were going to talk about the bird. I'm like, I didn't have a bird at the time. That's your freaking bird.
No.
Even your freaking bird is pissed off at this movie.
They probably would destroy them. Zeon.
I think I filmed this, like, when we had our first snowfall. Like, before I went to see my cousins in Texas in 2001. I'm pretty sure, like, I filmed this during winter break.
There was kind of the storm earlier here, but It seems to have passed through, so I don't think it'll mess with the connection much.
Okay. Well, I know it's like monsoon season. Yeah. See,
Right.
it did snow. So this had to been like an early December snow, I think, and it just stayed around. And it's snowing
You
outside.
filmed
now.
outside, but then it looks like it like destroyed your camera.
No, it's fine now, I think. Is it?
Well, it like went to white, like.
Hang on, I think I'm
Oh,
trying to.
here we go.
Okay,
You were
it's a
filming the
shot of the
sky or
sky
something.
with the snow falling. Okay, what you're seeing right now, there's a freaking road there.
Wow.
That's the Apex Peak Way.
That's a lot of snow.
Yeah, like that was what I drove through when I went to Animazement and to find my house, and I couldn't even recognize like the road out, like to turn in. Like all that is grown up. It just amazes me because this was done like 15 years ago, or a little over 15 years ago. So like that's it's just amazing how like little that town's grown up.
I didn't know it snows that much there. This looks like Maine or something to me, you know?
We used to get a lot of snow back in the early 2000s. Jeff Swift.
What is this?
That's off the documentary I taped over.
That's the TCM again?
Yeah, that's the same TCM. It was a 4-hour documentary. I don't know why I stayed up to watch it. I was like, oh, I can get something out of this. John, I couldn't tell you anything I remember from that documentary.
Teams 3 and 4 were knocked out. That just leaves us. What the? It was a sniper. Then 2 and 3.
I'm glad nobody came out there with like their shotgun and told me to get off like property or whatever. I never got a citation from like the town of Apex that I was filming on like city property. But this was right in our freaking backyard, so I could just walk out there with all my little Gundam figures.
Yeah.
So, I think my visual effect here is a bullet or a laser beam coming, but it's in the point of view of the camera. And then that's
What is this
shot.
stuff on the ground? Is that like a bird's nest or something?
No, that's pine straw. Like I think it's
Okay.
there to try to keep so like dirt doesn't wash out and cause like all this like damage. So you put pine straw on top of dirt in order to like kind of keep it together, and in order like for grass to grow or whatever.
Let's get to it. Let's move out.
Move out.
Good job, Shark.
Oh,
So who are the characters in this besides Char?
Char, some other people on a team, myself, and Canon with the Gundam universe, and Shiro Amada. And I have no idea. I'll be honest, when I made these videos, like I never bothered watching them. I just recorded them and then never looked back. I mean, like I think it's the equivalent of like when Brandon Small in Home Movies, where he recorded a bunch of movies, and
about your skill.
and like I don't think he ever watched them, and they just like making them.
Well, he like would make other people watch them.
Yeah, I would laugh if there's I added a time to pay the price like comment or line in this. Because that was a plot of the episode of Home Movies where like they ended every movie with "It's time to pay the price." I don't remember doing that, but it would not surprise me if I did.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there's
It's
Robert Osborne.
Late Robert Osborne.
I remember.
That's like a haunted VHS tape shit right there.
Oh man, this is some. That must be the end of the documentary then.
That was like the ghost of Robert Osborne possessing the tapes. I remember this film. You should remember it too.
It's a timeless classic.
Yes, Lieutenant. I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I didn't catch your name.
Oh boy.
Yes. Or is it?
It's or is it?
It's what's your name? I forgot.
Grammar.
Rick Ryder.
Rick Ryer.
I've only got 80 kills.
Only 80 kills.
That's what I mean.
Hit that.
Hey, the
That
buzzing
buzz
went away.
stopped.
I don't know what I did.
Have I been proved to you and your team? Very much.
You dispelled the ghost of Robert Osborne.
The Robert Osborne possessed the spirit to make sure I had better audio quality. Jeez, what's the time of
There,
this?
look at that Apple logo.
Holy crap, this is 14 minutes in.
Your sniping post is
Yeah, there's still like 10 minutes left on this
I
one.
talk about a sniping post, and I'm like, here, set up in front of this freaking monitor by
I'll
Apple.
be down here.
And there's some VHS tapes of like two. Those are the VHS tapes I have of like recorded Cowboy Bebop episodes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say of Mobile Suit Gundam on Toonami.
No, actually
Do
no.
you have that?
I don't. I didn't record Mobile Suit Gundam on Toonami. I just recorded parts of 8th MS team at the time, but I kept 0080. So that was like the recordings of 0080 I had in Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I need to find the rest of my Thundercats tapes.
Oh, you call
I'm
it.
curious about what else is on there. Like, if I have any Robotech or
We go to
any
the
more
battle
Voltron episodes.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
need to
Shaw
go back
his
and
company
start
had just made
archiving
to
stuff
this-
to put up on
Oh, yeah, his
MySplain.
group had just made it to the town
Yeah,
of Apex. Yes,
I'm sure they'd love it
ready
if
for
I
battle.
captured
Yeah,
all those
hopefully it won't be
Thundercats
their
tapes
last.
and
It's-
Yeah.
reboot tapes.
You know, I was
put 'em on
surprised that someone recorded like 70-some episodes of Sailor Moon.
We made it to the town.
Like,
there. Oh yeah.
to me, that covers the entire first season and
Shaw.
most of like
Moving on up.
Sailor Moon S.
Roger.
Yeah. That's
Rick,
something
see
I'll
anything?
maybe I'll check out at some point. But
Yeah, I
I'm
see
still working on
Terminator's
this
coming.
this DBZ
Alright,
torrent,
stand
Okay.
there, wait till they all come in. Then we open fire. Ricky,
and I deleted some stuff to make room for the early episodes too. So I'll just have the whole thing on.
Did your DBZ torrent go through?
So much.
Like, did you already
Uh,
download the whole thing, or is it still downloading?
No, I downloaded like most of it, but there's still some episodes left.
Yeah.
Check out. Check
It's
out
I
the-
think
taken,
I think I'm
several
using part,
days.
I'm using part of a backpack as a
Type 74.
defensive barrier against Char.
Give me a sec.
There's a Santa Claus hat, a bunch of school papers, a bean bag,
Ah, it's-
and a beach chair. That was actually a Crossroads
Uh-huh.
Ford beach
Yes.
chair that my mom got when she bought her SUV.
You're the commander.
What is that
Mostly.
thing underneath
If we
the
can't find an enemy, you sit there and try
The
the
to-
blue
table
thing?
or whatever?
Roger.
You talking about the blue blurb? That's the
Okay,
bean
man,
bag.
Here they come.
Unless you're
Okay.
talking about the silver thing, which was that
Okay, man,
crappy
wait,
TV
here they
table.
come. Wait for my signal.
It looked like you had like a bunch of tape all over one of the table legs or something.
Yeah, that was to try to like not
This is
scratch
the
up the
lieutenant
carpet too
here.
much.
I found.
Okay.
We're going to
I don't know.
proceed.
Those tables were so old even when I had them
Lieutenant, send your
then.
men into two groups. Take the side. Take the right.
I like how I
wing,
talk about
take
having
the left.
armies and it's
Take
only
the center.
focused on Char. 'Cause,
Roger.
I mean, again, that's all I had. So like, it was all based on like use your imagination.
Sniper!
Uh huh. Well, I remember you spoiled the ending of this when we were talking about it last time. You said the Federation
They're
wins.
taking this way.
Oh,
What the?
oh yeah. What's there to show action? It's a blurred out like army tank or whatever I had.
An hour later.
Oh,
An
thank
hour
God they're
later.
fast. Oh yeah, so the defensive barrier is also the high grade box for the Gundam GM sniper.
We're going. Us and like 4 other teams are left.
Us
There's
and,
only
like-
6 other teams out
That's a
there.
great military
Rick, did you spare
tactic
anything?
speech. You know, like
Yeah.
I think there's like a couple of us left to
Can't
fight
see
like
anything.
the armies and
Wait,
stuff.
There's a suit coming out our way. It's a lot faster too. It's got a red V on its head.
Even though Char never had a red V on his head or ever
I like the
drove his
fake,
Oculus.
Char ass man.
Walkie-talkie noises that you make.
Yeah,
after
I
each
try to make
line.
radio. I was trying to add some sort of sound effects. I like how I don't even know where I got that bag of lollipops. That's sat in my room for a long time.
Yes, sir. I made the base. What the? An easy 8's coming after me. I might as well stop.
I think the best part's about to come up.
Good luck, Sharp. That's though I need it.
Do you remember the plot of it? Like what's about to happen?
Never to use those bazookas instead, just because I'm in trouble, and keep the enemy off our backs. This is between me and him.
I see the box for
I'm
the
gonna
model
fight
there.
Char, guys. Here it is.
Oh, you got music?
Yes,
Like,
I have a real soundtrack, and this is off of a cassette tape player that I probably have in a box somewhere. And I got the music off of
oh yeah.
it was Gundam Journey to Jaburo, so I just held up the tape recorder to the TV and put it all on one tape. And so like I would use a tape recorder to listen to music on my drive to school every day. And I recorded stuff off my computer, so I'm like trying to find. Alright, so there's the Easy 8.
All right.
At least that's the Here Comes Char theme, kind of. And then a shot of underneath my bunk bed.
Yeah, just random scenery
on.
shots. What is supposed to be happening? You just keep saying, "Oh my gosh." Wow, that was something. What was going on at the end there?
I was excited.
Were you
that-
just freaking out about the song?
Yes, I was freaking out that I put something like that together. I was amazed at my cinematography skills, and then I was like, oh crap, I left this recording. Let alone I had nothing to re-edit this with. So
I like how you
is...
didn't bother to rewind it by like 20 seconds.
No, because I did
everything. Your legs were
John, I did everything in one take like a real pro does. Editing? F that. You don't need that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're not going to do like what James Rolfe did, where he would like rewind it and like figure out the exact amount of delay that the tape would have when he's making like a second copy of the tape to edit it and all that.
No, dude,
this is just like completely amateur.
I did not know how to do any of that crap at 15.
Right.
I saw my technical disadvantages and just kind of went with it.
But it looks like somebody lost their arm.
Yeah, Char lost his arm. I lost my arm. We both fell.
Well, here's the one for me. This is
Dialogue.
I have to die now. Why now?
It's a monotone. I have to die now. Why now? Oh no.
How about that?
Gosh.
Commander, this Lieutenant. The troops are leaving. You don't show it. I'm really sorry. Alright, come on.
John, do you read me? Clearing out my throat.
Report. Are you alive? Yes, I am.
I didn't have money for a walkie-talkie to hold up to the mic. Otherwise, if I did, I'd make the real sound.
We have to retreat. The forces are having reinforcements coming in. This operation's a failure. Return to us. We'll be on the battleship.
Oh man.
I'm coming.
You know, I'm surprised Viku isn't on here to trash talk me on this.
It was on for a few minutes earlier.
He was just on there to talk about how crappy it. Yeah, he can like what else? Like he complains about everything. So
fine. Let's take out those rest of his armies. Come on.
He said something when he first joined. He said "so triggered this week," but I wasn't sure what he meant by that.
I don't know either.
I think he's always triggered.
I think he always wants attention to try to feel like, oh, please feel bad for me.
Okay, let's get him.
Josh posted that they're making Harley Quinn versus the Joker DC live-action movie.
Well, there was something about how like DC's like, oh, comic book industry is dead, but and Char, oh, some lieutenant died. I don't know. Yeah, DC's like, oh, like the comic book industry is dead. It's like, aren't you the guys that freaking killed it?
Yeah.
Talk about the hot call in the kettle black.
This is their battle. They lost it. Let's not harass them some more. Come on, let's get refueled.
So I think what happened is there was a front to invade Apex. Even though most of Zeon was moving into space, or did move into space at the time, there was no forces left in America, but apparently Char found it worth his time to come to America, specifically the town I lived in the future, to fight my gunplug hits, and he lost to go back into space. Yep, that's video fan fiction for you. The thing is, like, I want someone to get a hold of this and do like an entire transcript and follow this. Oh, this is another good part.
What is this they're playing now?
Hang on. I have the mic. I have the speaker hooked up to the camera, but I'm talking, but it doesn't catch it because the sound, the music is overpowering my voice.
Yeah, I could tell someone was trying to say something.
Yeah, I was trying to say something about like the Federation won or whatever I just said. I don't know.
That sounded like someone commenting on the moon landing. It was like that was how fuzzy it sounded.
Man.
I like how you're like filming the side of a computer instead of the models half the time.
That's the fortress of the Federation used, was giant Mac computers in North Carolina. I mean, like, you had to make do with what they had. They're scraping by trying to fight off the Zeon forces. And then camera pan to my face. can. And then
What was that? That's like
I think that's
that
another
was
part of
wipe
the
on the
document.
roof or something.
I don't know.
The
Credits,
film is
yes.
going all over the place.
I used to
Oh, here
call
we go.
myself Porsche Man because I found a Porsche hat.
And then there was the second thing, Bebop.
I don't.
There's
Maybe
something
it's-
else in quotes.
Probably did.
Who are
So
these
I
other
did.
people
I
being
did
credited like your
himself,
brother?
and then
or
I just
something?
did the little like check mark of like it's the same thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I got these from a friend of mine, Malcolm, in high school. MS Designs. He didn't design. He just freaking. I just bought the model kits from him.
Yeah.
So,
Like your friend is the designer of Mobile Suit Gundam.
yeah, costume design. They were like that. Coffee guy.
Wow.
Coffee misspelt. No one drinks your lame coffee.
What on earth?
Next to OVA.
I can't read your handwriting.
I
Don't know is what you put for
yeah,
next
I don't know
OVA.
what it is. Here's the funny thing. By the way, Yoda. Here's the funny